When constructing a landscape plan, whether it be on computer-aided design software as we're using here, using gCADPlus on a Mac, or hand drafting, what you see on the plan is an accurate and very, very close rendition of what you'll see when you're out on site, so that any entity or object that you put into the design has got to be real world, the real world units. And sometimes things go a little wrong and you need to repair the damage. In this case, here's a scale bar. It's presumably 10 meters. So if we use the measure tool and we'll jump to the 0 and go across here to 10, so it's indicating 10 meters. You'll notice here that that the result of the distance command is 86476. So it's 86,000 rather than 10,000. So we have to scale this drawing appropriately, because whenever we make an inquiry of our design, it has to reflect and give back to us really, really accurate measurements. And here it clearly isn't. Marked underneath here, and let's escape from that now, is a dimension 18.3 meters. So let's just check again. Right click, pick distance, and we'll come here so that the label or the dimension tells us 18,300, and we get 158,274. So once again, just reflecting that this bears no resemblance as an accurate measure of the site. So we have to fix it up, and the way to fix it up is to use the scale command. And to help us in gCADPlus, you've got the option to click up here, and the Windows, if you're running on the Windows environment, you would pop up the Windows calculator. But we're on the Mac here, so we have to go, if in a sense, manually to the calculator in the Mac and work out our scaling factor, and I'll do that now. So to calculate the scale factors, we've got 10,000 and we're dividing by 86,476. 86476, and then that's 0.1156, 0.1156, and I'll now return to the drawing. We'll right click and zoom extents. Just make sure that everything's turned on. There are a lot of layers here, and they are all on. So we can select everything by picking bottom right and dragging, or better, go to Tools and Selection and select all, and then right click and choose Scale. And I'm in the habit of typing 0,0 as my base, and then it's 0.1156, and we hit enter. Everything disappears, but now if we use the unselect all and zoom extents, we've rescaled the drawing. Now what we're hoping to see is that if we use the distance command and go from here over to here, we're going to get very close to 10,000, and we get 999.96. So I'm happy enough that that's now an accurate base plan of the design. And if gCADPlus was used in the metric sense and we measured the canopy diameter of these, we should be able to get something like a meter or so. Now notice that the cursor's jumping to the middle and the insertion point, and if you look over here, we're running with just about every O snap on, and that's bad drafting practice. For the moment, we'll just take it off because I want to use that distance command and measure from one side of the canopy to to another, and I've got 1300. If that was inserted at a scale factor of 1, and I'll change that to 1, oops, and I think we'll find now if we use the distance command, we'll have the standard symbols in gCADPlus measure very close to a metre, and we are indeed there. So we've rescued a drawing which bore no resemblance whatsoever to the project, and now we scale things up properly.